This is my audience for Introduction to Public Speaking Online. Thank you, audience. My name is Rebecca Phillips. The introduction that I'm going to start talking about is fleas. You may ask why I've chosen to talk about fleas. The reason I've chosen to talk about fleas is because it is a popular subject not only in the South but worldwide. A lot of people think that you have to take your dog to a groomer, have a flea dip, or pay expensive vet charges. That is simply not true to get rid of fleas. I am here to tell you how you're going to get rid of fleas at a simple and less costly way. Let's talk about where fleas mostly are. Many people think that fleas are only in the southern states, such as wooded areas, fallow acres, or people with a lot of animals have fleas. That's simply not true. You can have one animal and have just as many fleas as someone that has 2 or 10 animals. The way that you treat the animals with the fleas is what stops the fleas, not necessarily how many animals that you have. Now, it is true that the more animals that you have, the more fleas can spread and multiply, but there are ways of getting rid of that too, and I'm going to tell you how. Let's talk about locations, such as the South. The South is known for fleas simply because it is hotter here, and the climate is more prone to fleas and producing fleas. Up north, the cold tends to kill the fleas, and out west, the dry heat tends to kill the fleas. So they're not as apt to have the fleas out there as we are down in the South. But in the South, in different regions, are known for different sets of fleas. Fleas can cause different diseases and even can cause death if they are not treated properly. I'm going to tell you now about methods for treating your fleas. Let's talk about vet bills. Everybody knows that when you take your dog to the vet, you tend to pay $80 or more just to walk in the door. Then the vet always wants to say your dog or your cat needs this shot or that shot, or has a problem with, something else that tends to be going on. Well, that's simply not the case. You simply don't need to take your dog to a vet just for fleas. Then a lot of people think, well, I must take my dog to the groomer if I don't take them to the vet. That's not true either. There are simple remedies that you can do at home that can help cure your dog of fleas or even your cat of fleas. You do not have to take them to the vet and pay those big bills or the groomer big bills. Another remedy that people seem to think is over the counter. Let me go buy this box of flea control or this flea powder and that'll work. That's not the case either. You tend to cause your animals more harm. You can even give them seizures or even cause death in small animals if you tend to use over-the-counter remedies that you're not sure of or that may not be for your specific pet. Or, in the long run, your pet can be allergic to them and you may not even know it. So here's a home remedy that you can use to get rid of fleas on your animals. The first home remedy is Suave shampoo. You can use a 98-cent bottle of Suave shampoo and wash your dog or your cat, or you can use Dawn dishwashing detergent. It has the same purpose and has the same effects. For small animals, or for puppies or kittens, I would recommend baby shampoo, Johnson & Johnson baby shampoo, because it will not harm them. Now I'm going to tell you how you wash your dog, because there is a certain technique that must be used in order to prevent the fleas from being on your dog. You take your dog, you take them by the head first, hold them still in a sink, and you wash their head. You massage it around their eyes, their feet, their ears. You massage it around their nose, but don't get it in their eyes, don't get it in their private parts, and don't get it in their nose or eyes, because they can't breathe that way, and they will choke and fight, and they tend to bite you that way. One of the other ways of doing it is that you take them, once you lather the head, you take it down their neck, down their body, and you massage their feet, their back, their tails, and all around them. This is a complete process. This should take about 3 to 4 minutes to do. Then you let your animal sit there, talk to them. You're not leaving them there by themselves because they'll want to jump out of the tub or they'll want to follow you wherever you go. So stand there and talk to them, rub them, pet them, comfort them, and keep them there about 5 minutes. Once the 5 minutes has passed, then you take and you start at the head once more. Be careful of their eyes, and you rinse them off slowly, massaging them, getting all the dead fleas off because they will come and some will want to stay attached. So you just use a little comb or your fingers, and you take the fleas and you help massage them off the animal. Once you're done, take a white or light colored towel. Dry the animal. That will show you the other amount of fleas that are coming off of them. Then you can take tweezers and pull the bit of fleas off. and this will kill them. Now, how you say will you get them out of your house because they're on your animal? They must be in your house. Cedar chips. Chips is a cheap way of getting fleas from around your house without harming you or your pet. If you place cedar chips around their bedding, around the outskirts of your house, underneath your house, or even as a decoration in certain potting areas in your house that you may have plants potted, that is a good way to keep the fleas out of your house as well. So in conclusion, why pay $80 for a vet bill or hundreds of dollars for grooming bills every month when you can simply spend 89 cents on a bottle of Dawn or a bottle of Suave shampoo and get rid of the fleas yourself? My name is Rebecca Phillips, and this is how you get rid of fleas in the South. Thank you.